Monarch Oracle here with your weekly reading for the week of June 26th through July 2nd. I am using the Animal Tarot deck, which is a beautiful deck, but in the back bedroom, it doesn't come up because the lighting is so bad. So I'm taking advantage of being in the front room that has a lot of sunlight to read from this deck. So I know my midweek reading was not midweek, but honestly, there were so many things happening this week, this last week, on a nationwide and worldwide level. I was just honestly in a bit of shock. Whatever side of the argument you are on, it was a shocking week. I think we can all agree upon that. Okay? So let us start fresh with this new week and see what's going on. This is my trusty tiger. You're only seeing his back and a little bit of his head, but he's my trusty tiger. So, okay, so let's see what's going on for Monday. I'm going to turn the cards this way. So, the star. We got the star in the midweek reading too, the mid-late week reading. The star is illumination, bringing things to light, bringing the truth to light. That's one way of looking at the star. As I said last week, some readers consider the star one of the cards of the United States. In this particular deck, we have the jellyfish, but then we have a compass, and it's finding your compass, finding your direction. So I think that makes sense for Monday, that we're trying to figure out our compass, our moral compass, our ethical compass, our spiritual compass, our physical compass, because they've all been challenged in this past week. All right, so for Tuesday, let's see what's going on. The Knight of Pentacles, we have the bee. So the bee, is the worker bee. They build the honeycomb, slowly, surely, methodically. The Knight of Pentacles, we actually got in the mid-late week reading as well. It is the slowest moving knight, but it does its work by being methodical and really planning things out. So maybe it's challenging us to not be rash, to really think things through before we take action on whatever it is we're going to take action on this coming week. All right, so for Wednesday, oh wow, we have the Lovers reversed, and let's take a look at this card. It is actually, I don't know what that is, but I will talk about the Lovers while I'm looking it up in the book. So when the Lovers are reversed, it is a broken promise, a broken partnership. Now, lovers don't have to be about romantic partnerships. They can be about any type of partnership, actually. But it's about something that's not working out, something that needs to either be reconfigured or dissolved, basically broken. Okay, so the image on the card is of the leafy sea dragons, and they are native to the waters off of southern and eastern Australia. They're closely related to seahorses and pipefish. They're near threatened, but in 1990, the Australian government protected them, and because they were being poached and they were being caught and captured as pets. So they are protected, but they're kind of in a very precarious state. So that's very interesting. It's also about conflict in relationships. But because it's the sea dragon, what I'm getting as well is that this is a very delicate relationship. And it can even be a relationship with yourself. That it's endangered. It needs to be protected. It's fragile. And it's kind of, when it's reversed, kind of falling apart for whatever reason. So do you salvage it or do you walk away? That is the question for Wednesday. Okay, so for Thursday, we have the King of Swords, which I believe is the Crow. And the King of Swords talks about being the responsible ruler, right? So doing what is expected, doing the right thing, whether you want to do it or not. You might not feel up to doing the right thing. You might want to rebel, but the King of Swords always does what needs to be done and is always very responsible and puts justice and balance above everything else, above him or herself as well. So it's all about making that hard decision and sticking to that hard decision. So let me see who the King of Swords is in this deck. Okay, the King of Swords is actually the Crow. I was right. And you know, the Crow is about death and resurrection. The Crow's a very, very powerful bird. So I'm going to take the animal totem part of this as part of the message. So we have this very fragile partnership with the sea dragons that is in distress. And the Crow is saying, okay, if this is going to survive, there needs to be full-on transformation. Need to do the right thing no matter how painful it might be. And for Friday, we have the bull. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Or, yeah, that's a bull. That's not a ram. So the Knight of Pentacles are about creature comforts. And so basically the action that the Crow is taking is to protect the creature comforts. And what I mean by that is like home, health, finances, anything that brings stability into our lives is a pentacle type of vibration. And so the Knight of Pentacles the King of Pentacles is indeed the bull. So we have to be bullish. The bull is also a sign for, I believe, Taurus. So it's a Taurus card. And if you know anything about astrology, Taurus is all about comfort, protection, not necessarily the status quo per se, but really making sure that basic needs are attended to first. Okay, so this is actually painting a very interesting story now. That we are going to need to be slow and methodical, protect what is precious to us, but take definitive action to protect what is precious to us. Okay, let's see what the weekend says. Holy moly, so we have the Tower reversed and the Knight of Swords. So, Tower energy. Tower energy is very destructive, but the way that I talk about the Tower is, yes, it's destructive energy, but the Tower does not occur without warning. In other words, the Tower shows up when all parties know that change has to take place, but is refusing to do so. And the pressure builds and the pressure builds until finally the change is made, but in a more destructive manner than it had to be. That's what I say about the Tower. The image on the card is actually of the lionfish. That's interesting that this author would choose the lionfish for the Tower. So let's see what the author says about the Tower reversed. When reversed, the Tower is warning that an unexpected change will come from within. Oh, interesting. So upright, the change is from the outside. Reversed, it's from the inside. That's very interesting. A personal transformation is nigh, but to reach it, you may have to undergo a drastic shift of faith and perception. This may manifest as a crisis of confidence or a complete questioning of the truth you once held in high esteem. For some, this can become a full-on existential crisis, but at the end of the tunnel will be a newly enlightened you. Though this realization can be unpleasant, take comfort in knowing that you've avoided narrowly potential disaster. Take this silver lining and your new enlightenment and carefully build your future. This position can also imply that you're delaying unnecessary change, rejecting it out of fear or concern, when it could be better to let the chaos come. It can be scary to surrender to something so absolute. Just try to remember there is purpose in the pain. Very interesting. So this can be true. I think I just lost my film. Oh no, I didn't. Oh good. I'm sorry. Laptop is not the greatest computer to work from. Okay, so lionfish reversed. So we're in crisis. We need to make an existential change in ourselves. We're not doing it. Who wants to willingly, right? It's very scary. But it's saying that that's what's going to have to happen in order to move forward. And that's reinforced with the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords does move forward fearlessly. They're really out there. In fact, they could be a little bit reckless. So what I'm getting is, yes, a change has to happen, but don't be reckless about it, because here we have all these other cards that are kind of stating like slow moving, creature comforts, protecting what you have kind of thing. And this is saying, but no, you may need to protect all of this, but you're still missing the point. You need to transform. And so the warning here is the Knight of Swords. Don't transform too hastily. Don't wait until it becomes something that is dangerous. I don't mean physically dangerous, but emotionally dangerous, because you have to do it. And you're being forced to do it. I'm going to get a clarifying card just for these last two cards. I think it's really important. So, Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about argument. And it's interesting because the animal is the peacock. So think about the peacock, spreading its feathers out just to kind of boast and show off its prowess, right? And the peacock, shows its feathers when it's attracting a mate, a partner. So when it's upside down, it's maybe saying that what we think is what we, our strongest points, the things that we show off to people in our lives, may not be that at all. It may be our weaknesses. Interesting. All right. Let me know if you like this video. Thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you all tomorrow, Monday, with the next pick a card reading. Okay? Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.